10. Jeff tries to remember. Peter had also bought a jar of potted meat and a slab of cake for Jeff. And Colin had bought a half loaf with some butter. The boy took them hungrily and didn't even wait to cut the slice of bread. He tore it with his teeth, and the others watched him, feeling shocked to see such a hungry boy. The Janet gently took the bread from him and cut a large slice and buttered up it and spread it thickly with potted meat. "You would like this better than the mouthful of bread," she said. Jeff ate everything that they had bought except the biscuits they were keeping for mid-morning. He swiped his mouth on the sleeves of his jacket with a sigh. "That was good," he said. "I can't tell you how good." The kitten had finished his meal too now and sitting beside Jeff, washing her face. "Oh, this poor little kitten. Nothing would be so bad than hitting a poor kitten. Mr. Tizzer is very bad," said Jeff. "Worse than my uncle. He kicks me too." "We want you to tell us all you can," said Peter, sitting himself as comfortable as he could with the back on the tree trunk. "We think we ought to try to find out what is that Mr. Tizzer and your uncles were so afraid that you overheard. They must have been planning something wrong, something that ought to be stopped." Jeff stared at them. "Stopped? Who is going to stop it?" "Not me, not you either. Nobody can stop Mr. Tizzer, not even the police. Anyway, I don't know anything." "Jeff, you must try and think," said Colin. "You said you were asleep in the sitting room on the sofa, and when your uncle and Mr. Tizzer were planning something, you said you woke up and turned over, and they must be angry because you heard them, what they were talking. You must be able to remember something I can't," said Jeff, looking sullen. Peter felt sure that he could if he really wanted. "You are afraid of Mr. Tizzer," he said. "That's why you are not try to remember. It's mean of you. We have been sorry for you and your kitten and helped you, and now you shouldn't help us. We'll see if any harm comes at you." Jeff stroked the kitten and pounced loudly. "Well, you have been jolly decent," he said, "and the last I will tell you, and I'll try to remember what I overheard. But it doesn't make any sense to me, and it wouldn't make to you either." "Never mind, tell us," said Colin. Jeff frowned and tried to remember. "Let me see," he began. "I was asleep and I woke up and heard their voices." "Yes, go on," said Peter. "I don't know what they were talking about. I was too sleepy and too heard not properly. I just heard a few things that don't make any sense." "What things?" said Balma, wishing she could jog Jeff and make her go faster in the story. "Well, let's see. They talked about MKX, said Jeff, frowning hardly. "Yes, I remember clearly. MKX, said Jack. "What does that word mean?" "It would be a code word for helping someone in their plans." "I don't know," said Jeff, "but I remember MKX. And I remember the date too, Thursday 25th. They said at 2 or 3 times." That's next Thursday, isn't it? Yes, said Peter. It's perhaps the date that the next robbery or whatever they are planning to do. I say, this is exciting. Go on, Jeff. Remember something else. Don't hurry me, said Jeff, or I shall remember wrong. They all was in dead silence at once. No one wanted Jeff to remember wrong. He spoke about something too, wrinkling his head. Yes, let's see. Emma Lane. They kept talking about Emma Lane. I remember it. Emma Lane, that's a good clue. We might be able to find who she is. I've never heard about her. Anything else? Asked Peter. You really are doing very well, Jeff. Think hard. Jeff, please. He thought again, going back to his memory. The last night on the sofa, hearing two men's voice again in the mind. Oh yes, he suddenly. They were talking about a red pillow that puzzled me. A red pillow, I remember that. It was puzzled for others too. A red pillow didn't seem to fit into anything else. Who would have a red pillow for what? MKX Thursday the 25th. Emma Lane, a red pillow, said Peter. What a mixed up. I can't make head or tail of any plot which those four things. In fact, there is only that if the possible to follow up Emma Lane, the clue, more than anything. Jeff thinks. There was something about grating, said Jeff, watching through the grating. Yes, it was it. Does that help you all? No, it didn't. Just add all the mystery together. How Secret 7 would tackle it to that.